Welcome to the Sound of Healing podcast, where we explore the transformative power of music and its ability to touch the soul, heal the heart, and inspire our journeys. I'm your host, Jason Amoroso, founder of Revelation Breathwork, and in this podcast, we highlight the songs that resonate deeply with us, songs we breathe to in our online Revelation Breathwork classes. These songs have the power to move us, open us, and bring us closer to the truth of who we are. And our guest today is the incredible Zeyla Tomlyn, singer, songwriter, producer, and healer, born and raised in Romania, now based in Germany. Zeyla creates music and sound healing experiences that awaken inner peace, inspire joy, and foster deep connection. We're going to dive into her journey as a musician and healer and explore her amazing song, Beautiful Day, which is an anthem of positivity and celebration for life. So sit back, relax, and let's get inspired by the sounds of healing with Zeyla Tomlyn. Hope you enjoy this episode. Yes, I'm so excited to be here with you today, Zeyla.
Super happy that you found me.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how I found you, the power of Spotify and whatever algorithms Spotify have, but and I reached out to you. I've been playing since I found your song, and instant was like, oh, this is so good. It's groovy, it's soulful, it's joyful. And I started playing it in my Revelation Breathwork classes because I play music that I connect with, first and foremost. And it's just to breathe to that song, to do the Revelation Breathwork to that song. It just fills you up with the spirit of life, and it's just so powerful. So I want to thank you for sharing it with the world.
Wow, thanks so much.
Yeah, and actually, this is something that I'm experimenting with, which I was wondering if we could actually just listen to it together. Kind of get into the energy of it, and then we can kind of talk about it. All right, let's do it. I'm going to play it here. Here we go. Let's go. Some Beautiful Day by Zeyla Tomlyn.
What a beautiful day to celebrate. What a beautiful day to celebrate, yeah. What a beautiful day to celebrate. What a beautiful day, a beautiful day, yeah. I am having a good day, and I wanna share it with you. Yeah, you. 'Cause it's a beautiful day to celebrate life. Yeah, it's a beautiful day to love. It's a beautiful day to celebrate life. It's a beautiful day to love. What a beautiful day to hold on to your dreams. What a beautiful day to smile. It's a beautiful day to bless all memories. What a beautiful day to fly. What a beautiful day to celebrate life. Whoa, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day to love. It's a beautiful day to celebrate life. What a beautiful day to love. What a beautiful day to open up your heart. What a beautiful day to forgive someone. What a beautiful day to call someone you love. What a beautiful day. Oh, what a day, what a day. I say. What a beautiful day to celebrate life. What a beautiful day to love. It's a beautiful day to celebrate life. It's a beautiful day. Whoa, what a day, what a day. What a day, what a day. What a beautiful day to celebrate. What a beautiful day. A beautiful day, beautiful day. What a beautiful day to celebrate. What a beautiful. I wanna wake up, come on, wake to the groove of your heart. the groove in your heart. To the groove, to the groove. I wanna wake up to the groove of your heart. Babe, I wanna wake up to the groove in your heart. 'Cause it's a beautiful day to celebrate life. What a beautiful day to love. It's a beautiful day to celebrate life. What a beautiful day to love. What a beautiful day to celebrate life. It's a beautiful day to love. It's a beautiful day to celebrate life. It's a beautiful day. Oh, what a day, what a day, yeah.
Fuck yeah, Zeyla! Life is good. Oh my gosh. I don't know how anyone could listen to that song and not move their body, not feel something. The soul, the funk, the aliveness. That's what that song feels like to me. It's alive. It's like life itself expressed. Oh my gosh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my. I mean, how do you feel listening to your own song? Do you still
Oh,
dig
I
it or
feel
is it?
super happy, super happy.
Oh my gosh.
Just happy.
So,
Yeah.
yes. And if the whole world listened to that song, like if there were loudspeakers in the sky and it just blasted on everyone, so much healing, so much heaviness would be lifted,
Ah,
so much joy would just be there. Oh my goodness.
oh
Thank
yeah. Thank
you.
you for
Thank you for
saying that.
answering
Thanks
the
for saying that.
call. Call to express that in the way that you do. Oh my,
Mm.
I could talk about this song for an hour and what it makes me feel, but I want to hear from you. But what I will say, and then I want to hear from you is, right now, a lot of stuff happening in the world. A
Mm.
couple months ago, we live in Asheville, North Carolina. Hurricane Helene came and
Mm.
devastated the whole area. And I know, we're in our bubble and there's shit happening all over the world. That's crazy. So much loss of life, so much destruction now. And we used to live in LA for 20 years. The massive fires are just destroying everything. It's really sad. We know so many people who've lost their homes and just everything that's happening in the world. And yet, if if we're willing to, which is hard to do when so much is stimulating the nervous system and our nervous system's on threat for survival, both physically and emotionally and mentally and spiritually, sometimes like there's this not a lining, but there's a foundation. Like underneath it all is this presence of life that is holding it all together. And in these moments of crises, at least what I experienced with Helene, it was like the neighbors coming together. And in North Carolina, it's red and blue states, so liberal, conservative, and it was right before the election. And like it didn't matter when the shit hit the fan and people didn't have electricity. It was like, you're my neighbor, let's go. What can I do for you? How can I serve? And it was just people coming together. And like that presence of life is like what your song brings up inside of me, that
Mm.
yeah, that presence of life, of God, of like love, no matter what's happening. So I just want to thank you for that. Amidst hard times, to be so joyful, it's so important. So, whew, um where'd this song come from?
Oh wow! It just came to me one day when I was walking to. I was at a festival called Waha Festival in Romania. It's a super famous festival that I was joining since the early beginnings of it, always facilitating some kinds of workshop or singing or having concerts. And I was walking to my workshop, and this melody was coming to me. What a beautiful day to celebrate life. I don't know how it was in the beginning. It was like. No, it was exactly that melody. What a beautiful day to celebrate life. What a beautiful day to love. And that was it. So that was coming to me while I was walking through that workshop. And I integrated it immediately into the workshop. So we sang it that day. And then I just had this chorus. And I recorded it immediately. So to have it, you always have to record those ideas. And I think half a year later, when I was working on my album, one evening I was just chilling after recording the whole day. This melody came again and said, "Okay, it's time. Let's make a song out of it." Because these songs they oftentimes have an own consciousness, so or they're attached to your consciousness, and your higher self comes and look, do this. So that was one of those moments, and I said, okay, I take my pen, let's go. And I usually hear those kind of songs. I just hear them, I just write them down, and that's it. They just flow into my mind.
So
I
that
wrote
song was like all your other songs. Like that's your process. It just flows out of you, and you just listen and just write.
very often, very often it's like that. Yes. Sometimes it's also just pieces coming together every once in a while. I have songs that I wrote over 4 years or 5, because I had the chorus, and then a couple of months later the verse came, and then another verse 1 year later or so. And I don't rush it, I just wait when I know that it's time to wait. I also have the other process, just writing and brainstorming, and doing sheets and sheets of papers full of scribbles and stuff like that. But there are certain songs like Beautiful Day, like Good Things on the album, like Cosmic Kind on the album, like I Feel Like a Dragon, that was also written just like that, and probably some others that are just channeled. And yeah, and then I go to my computer and I start doing stuff, and when I'm finished, I'm like, oh my God, did I just do this? It's just, what?
So that's the great thing about the art, is I'm hearing like you're not like, I'm gonna sit down and write a song. Like it comes through, it happens, and you allow it to happen.
Yes, when I give it space, I have to put myself into the space. Yes, and that I do that through exercise, through my routine every day and stuff like that. And when I sit down and say, okay, now it's time to maybe receive something, then oftentimes it comes. Or oftentimes it also says, while I'm doing something else, while I'm rehearsing a certain thing, or while I'm exercising my voice, or these melodies come. That was exactly the process when I wrote Good Things. I exercised my gospel tone of the voice, and my voice went whoa, and I said, okay, wait a minute, this has the texture of a sound, I recognize it when it comes. It has a certain texture. Yeah, yeah, many ways of doing it.
What's your background? Like, you're like, I've got a gospel sound. Like, you have so many different, like, it's clearly multicultural, multi-genre. Like, what are your influences music-wise?
Ooh, that's a big question. Well, or maybe a big answer. I don't know. When I was 6 years old, my mother founded a choir so that I would learn proper music, because she saw what we learn in school, and she said, okay, that can't be like that. That can't stay like this. And she founded a choir for my brother and myself. And she brought so many different genres to that choir. We learned about classical music, about gospel, about pop and rock and all that stuff. Even we had reggae songs in that choir. So she was the one teaching me this diversity of music, Because for me, it was something super logical, supernatural, that there are just many kinds of music. And then I had a garage rock band, then I had a funk band, then I had a stoner rock band, then I had a soul and R&B band, and so on and so forth. Then I played with the DJ for quite a while, electronic music. So it just came to me, all these kinds of experience, they just came to me. And then in the pandemic, I started to produce, and I started to produce all these different genres, also Afrobeat and gospel and ballads. And yeah, I left out the rock. That's not so much my genre anymore, but I certainly have influences.
And in all these bands growing up, were you always the singer?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Not
Wow.
not in my first band. I entered my first band because my best friends were making a band, and they just told me, "Yeah, we're doing a band." And I said, "Okay, but why am I not in it?" And they said, "Ah, well, we have a singer already." And then I said, "Okay, what do you need?" "We need guitar." "All right, give me 2 weeks. I learned the guitar." And so I did. And then I got into my first band. From then on, I was the singer in the other bands, yes.
And what's the response like? When you put out your album, and what's the response that you get for a song like Beautiful Day?
Beautiful Day had the biggest response, I think. And two or three more, but Beautiful Day was, people told me that it helped them heal. I have a friend that is a pastor, or how do you say it in
Yeah.
English?
Minister, pastor, priest.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And she put it in church during her mass, um, quite a couple of times, you know. So um, it's just a lot of joy coming back from the people and a lot of gratefulness. So I'm super happy that it happened and that, yes, I put in all that time and effort and fun and honesty to produce that. And I'm super excited because Beautiful Day is one of the songs I really produced on my own without any other collaborator. So that's really a first for me to put something out like this and have such a nice, beautiful feedback. I'm very happy about it.
And some of the lyrics there, like, have you had people, or have you had the experience, they come up and you say, "Oh, this lyric, like, call someone you love. I heard that, and I called somebody," like, or yeah, forgive. I heard that, and I was like, "Oh," like when I was listening to it, I was like, "Oh, I've got some forgiveness that I need to
Hmm.
do."
That's very interesting question. That happens when I play it live a lot. So when that verse comes, Beautiful Day, to forgive someone, everybody goes like, "Oh yeah." You can see how the faces drop and they go inside and, "Oh yeah, I have to forgive someone," you know. So it's like this song is like a real time healing ritual, you know, for the people also while playing it live. It's very interesting.
And what is that like? Is this part of your singing circles, the workshops, or is this you just performing?
This is me performing. Yes, uh, I tend to also take bits and pieces of my songs and make circle songs. Just improvise on top of them. You know, I have songs that I do that a lot with, like I Feel Like a Dragon, and I also have songs that got born during workshops. So I Feel Like a Dragon, the last song on the album, is we had this chorus coming up in the workshop. I sometimes ask people to just give me random words, what they just feel like, what is present for them. And they give me the words, I write them down, and then I just sing, I connect them and I sing them. And this, I feel like a dragon inside when I sing with hope and delight. It just came out exactly like that during a workshop. And then the whole whole verses got channeled maybe half a year later. Yes.
Wow, the patience to kind of allow that process to unfold is very inspiring.
Yes.
And tell, I mean, while you mention it, like, what are circle singing workshops?
This is a technique, circle singing is a technique that Bobby McFerrin invented. And but the inspiration for them comes from Africa and from culture that are singing loops just to get into trance and get into, you know, a common ritual. And he made a lot more out of it. It's like a human loop station, you know, a loop station with lots of people. The facilitator just assigns certain phrases, melodical phrases, to a small group, and then layers another melody on top of that with another small group, and so on and so forth. So you can find a lot of it on YouTube.
Do you
Bobby
have
did.
some of your videos on YouTube doing
Yeah,
that?
on YouTube, no, I have it on Instagram and on Facebook, lots of them. Yes, yes, yes. And on my website also.
We'll have to tag
It's a
that.
good good point. I have to put them on YouTube. And Bobby McFerrin does that with stadiums of people and huge, thousands and hundreds of people. So it's a technique you can apply from 2 participants to thousands. It's so much fun. Yeah. And yeah, that's the technique.
And so did you learn that from Bobby McFerrin? Like, tell me about your relationship with him. It sounds like you've at least worked with him or studied under him or something.
Yes, I studied with him. I first learned about this technique in 2014 from Roger Trees. Roger is a arranger that worked with Bobby a lot. And I got in touch with this technique through him. And then when I realized that Bobby won't come to Europe anymore, I decided to go to San Francisco to participate at a circle song school in 2023. So I spent a week with him, learning this technique and singing with him and spending time. Yeah.
Is it something you can do
amazing.
online, or is it mostly just in person because of like?
No. It's in person. You can't really do it online. It's the difference between the signal, the delay
The
is
lag,
too.
yeah.
It's not possible.
So when are you coming to North Carolina then?
Well, whenever I have an invitation, I'm coming with great pleasure. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Tell me a little bit about your new song, Beautiful Soul.
Beautiful Soul. Oh,
Amazing.
Thank you. Beautiful Soul is something that happened for a dance project. A dance project. I had this project with some improvised impro dancers from my home town, and they needed a theme song for this project. So they asked me to write a song, and I just went and took a huge xylophone instrument like this out of wood with all these little wood brackets, or how do you call them, and played with it. And this was the melody that just came out of nowhere. And then okay, this is something. I recorded it. And then I layered a cajon on top of it. And then I just went to my computer and recorded the whole thing, the whole voice, just like that. It just happened, It just, sometimes it needs a trigger. And this xylophone had such an amazing groove. If you listen to it, you will notice this. It also has so much melody, and it has so much groove and texture and all of it. It's like it's a whole surrounding. You just have to come and put some details on top of it, which was the voice in this case. So yeah, and it talks about the fact that people oftentimes super underestimate themselves,
Say more.
Yes, that was the idea. It was like, I see so much potential in all the people. I have this, I don't know, it's an innate thing of mine to just see the potential in people and to just, it's so important for me that they see it too. That they understand it too, because once we all wake up and be and come to be our brightest self, we inspire the others to do so, and so on and so forth. So yeah, the song is like a little wake up call. Beautiful soul, you are so lovely, so radiant. Come on and shine, come, And it says, beautiful soul, did you play today? Because a lot of this fear of being ourselves comes from fear of playing, or the not knowing that life is a game and that we came to play actually, beyond all those things that you talked about in the beginning, all the hurricanes and all the illness and all the war. Those people who have the occasion and who have this huge opportunity to live in areas, in places where peace resides, has this huge opportunity to really come and play and be themselves and hold space for all the others. you know, because once we are in our power, we can hold space for all the other people, you know, for those who are sad or those who are suffering, or, you know, and inspire them and take them with us. Yeah,
And how would
that's
you
the idea of the
define
song.
how would you define healing?
Well, it's a lot about love, like you said, you know, where love is, healing can take place. And to allow this love to flow, we just sometimes have to um, get some stones out of the way. And we oftentimes, I think, can trust some people who have experience with that to just guide us on that way. I had a huge healing process, and I'm super thankful to have had all these guides and healers and facilitators around me to just lead the way, hold the space for me to, you know. Healing is something we do with ourselves. It's something we decide to do. If we say, I don't want to heal, it won't happen. If we say, yes, give me all the answers, how can I do it? Then the universe will come and give you bits and pieces to make a huge, beautiful puzzle in a time that is perfect for you. So healing is, I think, something so beautiful because it has so many facets and so many possibilities, and it's just one of my favorite things to do. I love it. I love it. And I love to see people heal. That's so beautiful.
And how
Healing is
is
just coming back to the love, coming back to pure love, to our essence. That's healing, I guess.
and how is your as you've gone through your healing journey, and what I'm hearing is it's a journey, it's a process. How has that influenced, shaped your music, your art? It sounds like your listening has also evolved over time.
Absolutely. Well, my music is, and everything that I do is intended to heal people, or to help them heal, or to inspire them to do so, or to inspire them to become who they are, to understand who they are, to have the courage to be themselves, to become themselves. So that's the core of my doing in everything I do. So mostly music, of course. And my process has been so difficult, so hard, and so long that and so successful in the end, you know. It's, that I really want to encourage everybody to just go for it, just do it.
What do you think makes the healing process sometimes really hard?
Hmm. Well, answers are many to this question. Um, I think thought patterns that are just, you know, programmed to stay in a very old paradigm. That's what I see from the people I work with, you know. Some people are really, really just blocked in old thought patterns, in old behaviors, and uh, and they don't see that spark on the horizon. But it's usually just convictions. Just do you say convictions in English? Yeah,
Yeah.
just being
Yeah,
convinced that it's
beliefs.
not
Yeah.
possible. Belief, yes, beliefs. That's the number one reason in my experience. So yeah.
Would you be willing to share what was one of your kind of big convictions, limiting beliefs that you was operating in your subconscious for a long time that was a big part of your healing journey?
Um, yes. Well, the biggest block of all, and it might sound very new to you, was my name. Because I found out after 12 years of doing healing work and trying everything that I could find, because I couldn't get out of depression and maniac attacks or panic attacks or things like that. I found out that the name tunes us to a certain frequency where certain thought patterns are present. And once I found that out, I just got a so-called balanced name. It is a thing called balanced name that just tunes you to your soul frequency and tunes you to a balanced frequency so that you won't go into extremes anymore or into drama or into fear or into other extreme unbalanced emotions and thoughts. So once I got this balanced name, everything changed. I just came back to my center and I came back to such a balanced thought world. I couldn't believe it. And not only my thoughts changed, also my perceptions changed. My perception about gravity, about colors, about music, about basically everything. My voice changed, my way of singing changed. So once you tune yourself, because it's like a radio, when you identify with a certain name, you identify with a certain frequency. On that frequency, certain information is present. So if you are tuned through the name to a radio station that plays pop, but your soul wants to listen to jazz, then you have a huge problem, and that was my case. So everything got tuned. And yes, the moment that happened, all my gifts, all my healing gifts and my sound healing understanding came activated really fast and came back to me. So yeah.
Wow. And that's like a process that you work with somebody to attune to a new name?
Yes, it's a single organization on the planet right now who creates and calculates balanced names for people. It's a mathematical principle. They are called the Caballarians, and they are in Canada. Yes, they are in Canada, and they they are doing this since almost 93 years. And yes, why
How'd you hear about them?
I was searching, in all dimensions for these answers. I wanted my suffering to end, and I wanted to find the key to end suffering for people. And so after a lot of searching and a lot of, bumping my head through all the walls and through all dimensions, my spirit guides finally brought me to this. Look at this. This is the answer. And they trained me for it. So I got trained many years to understand this principle and to understand what the name does to people. Yes. It just came to me, because I could receive it. I could understand it. And now I'm helping people changing their names. And in Romania, we are the biggest community of name changers in the world right now.
So, because of you?
Because of me and my friends, yes.
Yeah. So when you said you got trained in this by the Caballarians or by your spirit guides?
No, by my spirit guides, by my higher selves, by everything that I learned, along these 12 years of healing, led to understanding the matrix and the quantum field in a way that made me understand this principle. Yes.
Can you say more about that?
Oh, I can talk for hours about it, of course. Yeah, well, it's, we talk about mental planes. Once you identify with a name when you're small, when you're a little child, and you say, someone says, Lucas, and Lucas turns around and say, yeah, that's me. Lucas turns himself to that frequency of Lucas that has certain information saved in it. It has certain thought and behavior patterns that lead to certain emotional patterns. So Lucas will have a certain destiny with this name, with Lucas. If he was named David, his destiny would have been super, super different. Because David resonates on a completely different frequency. Lucas is very organized, he has a vision, he is super detailed and focused, and he can work for hours and hours and hours until he gets it perfect. David, the opposite, is just let's do that and let's do that and let's do that. And yes, I know we can be structured, but first I want to invent something new and I want to do something new. And, that's David. So all these names, they are like entities. They are like, characters basically that you take on. They are like masks or like theater roles that you take on when you identify yourself with that name. The sad part or the not so fun part is that lots of names have huge imbalances, and they also can create imbalances that lead to illness in the end. I so often I analyze names all the time. You can imagine, to just find out how the people function, what is important for them, or how can I talk to them so that we can understand ourselves best. And I oftentimes analyze also people who are ill, and you really can read all of the symptoms and all of those issues in the name analysis. It is incredible.
Just
And
first name or first and last?
both separately. So let's say David Terrence. You have David, entity David, you have the entity Terrence, and you have the entity David Terrence. Okay, so you have three characters that function. However, they are triggered. If David is triggered, David will go on the scene, on the stage, and do his, little show. And then, if David Terrence is triggered, then the whole thing will be activated and will step on stage. So all of them are very important. Also middle names, because they come and change again everything. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a
So do you do
fascinating
these,
name.
do you do the attunements, or do you read? Like if I wanted to get my attunement, if that's even the right language, do I
Yes,
go to
yes, yes.
you or do I go to the Caballerians in Canada?
Well, what I recommend is first have an analysis with somebody who does this. I'm doing this since, over 3 years. Analyzed lots of names for lots of people. And it's a huge pleasure to do so. So please just get in touch, and or you can talk to me or to one of my colleagues. And then you have to talk to the Caballerians to really get a new name, a balanced name. And you won't get one single name. You will get a list of 40 first names and 40 second names, family names. Yes. This is the ultimate tool of sound healing. The ultimate.
Really?
Yes, because
Say more about that.
you tune yourself to the frequency of your soul, you know? And from that moment on, you operate from a place of balance and of groundedness, and you can't fall anymore. You can't lose it anymore. Every shock that comes, every I don't know, every event that happens, you can just carry it. It won't, put you down anymore. So that's basically, that's why I'm saying sound healing, the ultimate key to sound healing, because you are tuning yourself to the frequency of your soul. Yes.
When was this that you got your new name?
Well,
You
it
did this
was
attunement.
about 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yes. Yes.
And
And
Zeyla Tomlin, both first and last name.
yeah, yeah.
And then that's just what you call yourself, and that's what it is.
I changed it in all the papers. Yes.
I love it. Well, you got me curious. I want to learn more. I'm very
I wouldn't
curious.
I wouldn't go back for anything, and nobody would. Nobody that experiences this state of peace, inner peace and quiet and productiveness and balance and harmony, and would ever go back to the former state where life was not so flowy, not so harmonious. And from a place like this, we can support people so much better. And you know this best, because you worked so much with your breath work, and you are in a completely different state, than many of the people that are still seeking. So you know how much space you can hold for the others, right? Because you have found what works for you. And I have found this that works for me absolutely. And yes, I searched for a long, long time for it.
Love it. Love it.
Mhm.
Share with us about your sound healing, like your practice, the work that you do. Obviously, you do some of it online. You probably do some in
Mhm.
person. Like, just tell us
Mhm.
more about sound healing
Mhm.
because you're going to be coming
Mhm.
to our community to,
Yes.
we're going to be able to experience it ourselves.
Yeah, so happy about it. Looking forward. Yeah, the sound healing came to me after I changed my name, because I could handle it then. Before that, music was something pretty abstract. So I did it for a long, long time, but I never had a very deep understanding of it. Once I changed my name and tuned my whole world through this soul frequency, this came supernatural. Natural, not supernatural, but very natural to me. And I use it to in many many ways. I only use my voice and some shakers or little bells or something, but mostly my voice to create a space, to hold a space for transformation, to do maybe something like energetic surgery. Sometimes I'm shifting frequencies, or always with the intention to really do the best thing I can for the person in that moment through the perspective of their higher selves and divine will. So this intention is very very important, and once I have this intention set, you know I just incorporate a higher frequency. I tune myself through a higher frequency from which I naturally just operate. I sometimes also use my hands to do little operations, but I mostly, yeah, the voice is the main part. And then I combine it with guided meditation. I bring in colors, I bring in situations, or I bring in certain representations for people or entities or such situations. Or we represent relationships to, I don't know, money or the past or truth or the ancestors or whatever it is. And then I create this context, this visualization, and then I use my voice to harmonize the structure and the scene. And then I use my voice to implement this change, this shift into all cells and all layers of consciousness and the mind and the emotional body. So yeah, I think that's about it.
And last question, how does that translate on? Because I know I do a lot of work online, and it sounds like you do a lot of work online. And but I want to hear your experience of how the sound healing translates versus in person versus online,
That's
both
a
for
good
you as a facilitator and for the experience that people at least tell you that they have.
that's a good question. Um, well, the most efficient of all is probably the one-on-one, either if it's online, either if it's live. It's the absolute same feedback that I got. Um, but it's not really the most. I think it's important for each and every one of the people how they resonate. Some people have huge breakthroughs in group sessions, in online group sessions, because they are at home, they are safe, and they know that there are so many other people in the same situation. So they don't feel afraid anymore, because you're not alone. They're not alone. Um, I also had huge reactions in live group sessions. So I really couldn't say what is stronger.
But
I
there's
I
no
couldn't
like
say.
some people are like, oh, I got to be in person. Online is not the same. But in my experience,
No.
it can be the same, if not more, because of the it's intention, it's energy, which
Yes.
time
Yes.
and
Yes.
space.
And it's very important for many people to just be at home in their comfort, you know. So I would say there's no difference in my view.
Yeah.
Can be very powerful in both situations.
What projects are you working on now musically? Like, do you have another album? Like White Cat, amazing. Are you already on to the next, or
Yes.
what's coming? You are.
Yeah. I'm on to the next album. I also thinking about an EP first, and then an album. The album probably will be called Healing Songs or something like that. And yes, there are so many ideas, but I know that there are more that want to come, and yeah, I'm opening the space for it. That's one, and the other one is just uh, connecting a lot more to collaborators from different parts of the world. It's something so fascinating to me. That's why I'm also so happy for our connection. You can't even imagine. I'm just yeah. Yes, and I have some really interesting collaborators in mind also for my album. And other than that, I'm super open to for any experience that wants to come that will help me to grow more and to serve people more and better. And what is probably the biggest project for this year is finding a spot on earth to move to, because yes, I want to move somewhere where I know that I'm not in the place yet that can fulfill my purpose best. Let's put it like that. And to find that place, that will be quite a mission. Yeah.
I imagine it's a similar process to creating your music where you have an intention or an idea that you're ready for a move. You have a feeling that, there's a place that's maybe calling you, but it's
Mhm.
not like, oh, I'm going to just scroll online and just find the right spot.
Yeah, no, it will show itself. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And other than that, just do the best I can, to bring my service to the world.
Well, where can people find you?
On Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Spotify, and on my website, zeylatomlyn.com.
And what's your Instagram?
Zeyla Tomlyn.
Just at Zayla Tomlin.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Well, and for anyone who's listening, if it's before this time, on January 26th, Sunday, January 26th, Zayla is leading a sound healing session for the Revelation Breathwork community from noon Eastern to 1 Eastern. I am so excited. I'm so honored that you're bringing your soul, your love, and when I say intelligence, I'm not talking cerebral, your intelligence and your gifts to the community. And I'm really excited to get to know you more and collaborate more. And yeah, it's been such a joy to experience you. So thank you so much for joining us, Ayla. Is there anything else you want to share before we close?
Yes, I want to share a little song for
Oh,
you.
please.
Yes, for your heart and for your peace and your love. Sayo korean komayo shu nakenaya shungo yuriya shinayo shu shinaya yoko komaye shunu.
Amen. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Zayla. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
You're so
And
welcome, Jason.
look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, me too. Me too. Have great days, guys.